Hey guys, I'm back with November's meal plan, and this month is a little extra special because this month I'm collaborating with my friend Julie from Stars of Jewels. I love her channel. Julie is one of the very first people I connected with here on YouTube and collabed with years ago, so I'm so happy that she's back and doing regular content again. If you guys are not subscribed to her, make sure you go over and check out her channel and hit that subscribe button. She is just such a sweet soul. She has 4 little ones as well, and they actually have celiac disease within their home, so they are a gluten-free family. And so if you are a family that is very mindful of certain food allergies, you might find her meal planning video to be very helpful. So make sure you go check her out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our November meal plan. You guys may notice that this month's meal plan is a little different. Usually I show you breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Right now our lunches have just been so in tune with the weather. So if the weather is really nice outside, we will just grab cheese and crackers and some fruit and we will go outside or head to the park. We get like 3 days of fall here in Florida, so we've been enjoying it. John, with daylight savings time, hasn't been going in quite as early to work, and so he's been really helpful with breakfast. So I'm just gonna let him stay there in his lane, and I'm not gonna try to plan breakfast. He's actually a really good breakfast cook, and when he worked at his old job years ago, he cooked the kids a really nice breakfast every morning, so they have certainly missed that. But what I am gonna show you is dinners. I decided to go ahead and start planning our Sunday dinners again. I used to like to leave it open to my creative feelings every week, and I do like to make a nice Sunday dinner, and so sometimes I want to go through cookbooks, but lately I've just been so busy during the week that I haven't been able to plan those Sunday dinners, and so I went ahead and planned them ahead for the month so that we don't end up just ordering out. We also are gonna have a leftovers night every week instead of like an out to eat kind of night, just because my daughter does have juvenile arthritis, and I'm just trying to be really mindful of extra sodium and gluten and sugar that sneaks in when we order out. And then we do have pizza on Fridays, but I'm gonna show that to you guys anyway in my meal plan here, just so there's no confusion. So coming up on the first week of November, at the time that I was writing this out, I saw that we were going to have kind of a hectic week, lots of out of the house evenings, so I wanted to keep it very simple. So this first week, I chose to do spaghetti with quinoa pasta, breakfast for dinner, buffalo chicken salads, which, as you guys know, if you've been around here for a while, are so simple and my husband and my favorite, and black bean enchiladas, which can just be thrown together quickly and then baked later. I also wanted to do pizza on Friday, which is, again, my kids' favorite, but this time with a cauliflower crust. I just buy the cauliflower crust frozen already, and then we'll utilize leftovers on Saturday, as always. And then Sunday, the dinner that I chose was one that my daughter loves and I haven't made in a very long time. It is teriyaki salmon and kale. It's just baked on a sheet pan and the kale gets really crispy and delicious. And then banoffee pie, which we are making dairy-free. This is kind of a hard one to explain. I don't really see it a lot of places, and I'm pretty sure it's a British recipe, but it's very dairy heavy. We can't do much dairy in this house, and so I'm making the I don't know what it's called. You use sweetened condensed milk. I think it's like making a dulce de leche, but I'm making it with sweetened condensed coconut milk, and it took me a while to find it. And then instead of obviously the whipped cream on top, we're using cocoa whip on top. So I think that we'll be able to make this completely dairy-free. I mean, I know we'll be able to, but we've just never made it. So it's one that I'm excited to make dairy-free, and we'll see how it compares with the regular version as well. The next week, we are doing egg roll in a bowl, whole wheat panko crusted roast chicken. This is from 100 Days of Real Food. Turkey and stuffing meatballs with cranberry sauce. Now this is one that I started making years ago for my kids. I found it in a Disney Junior magazine we used to get when Bella was like 3 years old. And I wrote down the recipe. I've modified it over the years to make it really fit our family's taste and like the consistency, because I felt like it was maybe a little bit off originally. And it's my kids' like favorite thing. And we always make it the week that we are rowing Cranberry Thanksgiving with 5 in a row. Taco salads on our church night that week. pizza and salad. I don't always serve salad with pizza, but pizza and salad with homemade pizza crust that week instead of the cauliflower crust. That's something that my kids enjoy. I feel like I have to change up pizza night or it gets real old for us. And then leftovers, which is like my favorite night because I don't have to cook. And then Sunday dinner that week is going to be chicken leg and garlic sheet pan dinner with crusty French bread because the garlic gets roasted and you can put it on the French bread. It's so good, but obviously very indulgent with the French bread. This is a recipe from Pioneer Woman. And then Texas sheet cake for dessert, which is also a recipe from Pioneer Woman. And I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but we do dessert on Sundays as something for the kids to look forward to because once again, we're just trying to limit the sugar, especially around the holiday season, just for my daughter's sake, to keep her from having any extra inflammation. The following week, we are doing crock pot green salsa chicken over brown rice. This is 100 Day of Real Food. I think it's the On a Budget cookbook that we have. Then we're having 3-bean chili. I try to alternate a couple of vegetarian meals in throughout the week just to break it up. Stuffed acorn squash, veggie lettuce cups on that quick church night. Again, it's just a super quick one to throw together. This Friday, we're going to be ordering pizza, and then we will do leftovers. Again, my happy day, mom's off. And then on Sunday that week, we will be having slow cooker glazed ribs and pilgrim hat cookies. I thought this would be fun to make with Annie. I can't remember, they're like the little Keebler striped cookies. You flip it over, you put a little mini Reese's cup on top. I'll link all of this in a blog post below to make it easy for you guys. I think there's a pin on Pinterest that I found years ago. I'll try to link that below. And then Thanksgiving week, this one's gonna be pretty simple. So we are gonna have black bean and sweet potato cakes. I believe this is another 100 Days of Real Food recipe as well. You can serve it with sour cream on the side if you'd like. Burgers and hot corn dip one night for Mr. Eli's birthday. And then Mexican lentil soup. And then we have Thanksgiving on Thursday. And then obviously we're just gonna be having leftovers on Friday. Saturday is the day that we will probably be decorating our Christmas tree. We always order Chinese food that night. It's just been our tradition for all 13 Christmases, wow, that John and I have been married. So we'll order Chinese food that night. It's the only night throughout the year. My kids, actually, funny story if I have a second, which I probably don't, but we were driving by and a Chinese restaurant is connected to our Publix. And we were driving by Publix the other day and Eli saw it and he saw the light was on and he said, "Oh, the Chinese restaurant's open already. It must be Christmas time," because he doesn't think they're open all year long. And then that Sunday, we are going to have steak with chimichurri. Am I saying that right? A Pioneer Woman recipe, super tongue twister, super simple chimichurri sauce to go on steak. And I do have some frozen steak that I got, some organic grass-fed steak from Sam's a few months back, so I want to use that before it's in the freezer too long. And then I don't have a dessert that night because we are that's the first Sunday of Advent, so I haven't decided what we're going to be having that night, but I know we're going to be having some intentional family time. So that is my meal plan for the month of November. Also my story time. Sorry guys, I like to talk. Make sure you go check out Julie's video over at Stars of Jules. I will link these recipes and her channel down below. Thanks for collabing with me, Julie. Bye guys.